Hey everyone, my name is Andrew. I'm the student ministries pastor here at Peninsula Community Church. And I just want to say that even though we are in this weird and strange time right now, I really do hope and pray that this Passion Week can be a time for you to reflect and sit on and pray and realize who Christ is and the sacrifice that he did for us. Well, if you join us at PCC, you'll remember that in December, we did a series called Behold Your King, where we really looked at the kingship of Christ as we moved up towards Christmas. Well, now, as we're getting closer to Resurrection Sunday, Pastor Jim returned to that theme, and we looked again at this idea of Behold Your King and looking at Christ as King. Well, as we move closer to Good Friday and we move closer to Easter, I want you to again sit on that theme and to look at Christ as a king. Because really we see it almost climax in this coming week as we lead up to the resurrection. Whether it's through the triumphal entry where Jesus rides in on a donkey, and we often think by doing so he was showing himself to be humble and different than expectations of what the people thought. And I think that's true because he wasn't coming to conquer the Romans as he was displaying there. But even though he wasn't coming to conquer the Romans, he was still coming to conquer as a king. He just wasn't coming to conquer people. He was coming to conquer sin and death. And as as really the week continues, we continue to see that theme poured out. And now as we move into Good Friday tomorrow, and we will be having a Good Friday live service that really will focus on communion and the Lord's Supper. I want you to prepare yourself for that. Not just getting the elements for yourselves, but really preparing yourself spiritually for it. Because I think when we see this communion, when we see the Lord's Supper, we're seeing Christ again as King, showing us who he is. And so spend some time. Read Matthew 26. Read the passage of the Lord's Supper where Christ lays out who he is and what he's doing. This is meant to be a reminder for us. Read that, focus in on that before the service so that when we come all together and we're doing it in community, your mind and heart will already be set on Christ as King. A king who loves and cares for his people, but also a king who's come to conquer. A king who's come to conquer sin and death and to bring us back into him. So I hope you join us tomorrow night as we do a live stream all together and we come together to remember Christ and his sacrifice. And then I hope again you'll join us on Sunday as we celebrate really the fulfillment of Jesus as King and a chance for community even now. So thank you, praying, hope you join us